Welcome back, everybody. SNHU women's basketball coverage today. Here alongside Sydnie DeVries. She's been on this team for a while now. Third-year captain, I think. So a lot of experience for her. Just start off, like, you've been here the longest out of anybody, and you've gotten a chance to see this group grow and develop together. Anything that you want to note about that?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely would say my leadership has been formed from my past captains, past leadership. It's my 5th year on the team, so definitely the grandma of the team. But it's really cool being a third-year captain, getting that leadership responsibility my 2nd year playing when I was a junior, and getting to learn from the upperclassmen, and then now kind of stepping into that role of being the oldest on the team, being able to kind of leave my legacy and pass it on to some of the younger girls on this team. So it's been really special.
What's it been like learning from Coach Pinkos?
Learning from Coach Pinkos has been amazing. I mean, the one thing that I love about her is she's never teaching just about like coaching, just about basketball, but she's teaching about life. That's the way that she's always been. She's going to continue to be, and I think that's really something special as a coach. She's never just kind of given you just the basketball, but she's there. She's a real human being towards us and like pushes us to do our best both on the court and academically in our lives. So,
is there anything like you've learned about like kind of being a player, but also having that additional captaincy with your name to kind of work with that? Because you don't want to overdo it too much and be like a coach, because she's the coach of the team at the end of the day. But at the same time, with your leadership, you're able to help out with that. How's that role work for you?
Yeah, it's definitely a role that's you kind of have to balance both, where you want to be your teammate's best friend, but at the same time, you do have all the eyes on you when things go wrong, when things aren't working out, when you're having a tough practice, when you're having a tough day. So definitely a good balance of being able to be a teammate, but also be a leader on the team and kind of being that voice for a lot of the younger players when they're struggling, being that like liaison of bringing it to the coach's attention. If we're tired after a practice or after a game, kind of bringing that to the coaches. So it's definitely an interesting like switch where you have to kind of know what to say and when to say it, and then when to kind of take that step back and just let the coaches kind of do what they need to do.
Finally, what's your favorite part about watching these younger girls develop?
I would say my favorite part about watching these younger girls develop is just seeing them do well. It's kind of cool when you see that shift from being like a younger player that maybe wasn't getting higher minutes last year or is new on the team. And you kind of just see that switch where they go from the preseason where it is difficult, but they get into games and you just kind of see that light, like I've done it, like I'm doing it. And I think that's really cool to see. And also just seeing them step up. I mean, it's kind of cool this year. We get to see 10 players on the court almost every single game. And we have a very deep bench, but it never seems like the girls coming off the bench are freshmen, sophomores. So a lot of people don't realize that, but I think that's something really special about this team.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Of course.
Here alongside Meghan Gordon. So you won NE10 Player of the Week in one of the best conferences here, and you've won it a couple times now. So just talk about the significance of that to you.
I mean, it's super important to me and something I'm proud of. It wasn't easy, and the work I put in along the way, it was a lot of work. But I couldn't have gotten these accomplishments without my teammates. They've helped me out along the way, and yeah, it's my senior season, so we're hoping to have a successful year, and I'm excited to keep going, and we're not done yet.
What aspect of your game do you think helps you the most in being like an X factor kind of a player out there on the floor?
Yeah, one thing that is super important to my game and I feel like sticks out the most about me is like every single time I go on the court, every single thing I do, I'm going to go hard at it. If that's just, taking a layup, like shooting a three-pointer, if that's getting a rebound, I'm 100% on everything. Loose balls on the floor, I'm grabbing those. That's something that is important to me, which makes me so successful and which really helps the team out is doing those little things as well as which create bigger things on the court.
I think hustle is huge. Is there anything like kind of you're in a game and you guys are trailing by 10 or whatever it is, and you come back and you win the game at the end of the day that really goes into that? Just what's said in the huddle? What are the things we need to work on when we're in that situation specifically?
Definitely. This year, specifically, our team is focused on defense. Like, defense wins games. So in those huddles, if we're down possibly during the game, we talk about our defense. We need to pick up the intensity. We need to ball pressure more. Talk about rebounds a lot. And then in terms of offense, when our offense is patient and we share the ball, we're unstoppable. So continuing to just go along with what we're great at will help us be successful and has helped us be successful this season.
Awesome. And then just like additional little things with this team, do you have a favorite game or games from your time here at SNHU?
Yeah, so actually my freshman year, I was a little freshman, we hosted the NE10 championship game, and that game was amazing. Like, I feel like the adrenaline that I had during that game was awesome, and that's something I want to get to again. The fans that game were awesome. I tell my teammates about that all the time because me and Sid were the only ones who experienced that. And we're looking to get back to that this year and experience that same energy at the SNHU gym.
All right. Well, thank you.
Awesome.
Maddie Hughes is with us now. So she's had a lot of big impacts on this team, some good skills with rebounding here for the Penmen, and has had a crucial role for this team. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate you guys having me today. Starting out, just you can talk a little bit about your season so far, and then we can talk about Pink Day.
This year has been really awesome. Honestly, the chemistry has been great. We all just have a lot of fun with each other on and off the court, and I think it really shows to how well we've been doing so far.
Okay. And then Pink Day is coming up this Saturday. So Coach Pinko started this. This is like now the 20th year. It's a very big event here for the Penmen. So anything you want to note about that or explain to people?
Yeah, it's honestly like one of our biggest games we always look forward to. I mean, we have a great crowd that comes out from the community, all supporting like a bigger cause outside of basketball, which is just really good, and it really like helps us play better, and the energy's great in the building. So yeah, it's really awesome.
Is there anything like specific you want to speak to on this, of just like the cause and what you've been able to do for it?
I know, like myself, I had an aunt who had breast cancer, and I know a bunch of us on the team have been impacted like with our families and stuff, and obviously it's not a great thing that happens, but it happens a lot, and I think that like all of us fighting for that cause just helps us bring a lot of energy to the game, and it's bigger than basketball, so it's a good cause.
And you have Southern Connecticut State coming in here to face you guys, NE10 opponent. Any notes on that, on their team, and just what you're looking forward to about this rivalry?
Yeah, I think we played them actually last year on our Pink Day as well, so it's a big game. We're really excited to just take it to them, and yeah, it's going to be fun.
What are you expecting? Are you expecting a lot of defense, physicality, rebounding?
Yeah, they definitely have some stronger players. I know that was something we kind of struggled with last time, but we're definitely ready to see them again and take it to them.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Alongside Ava Winterburn now. She's been on this team for a while. So similar to Sid, she's seeing a lot of development with this team, and she's also had a lot of individual growth as a player. So just starting out, what was it like getting recruited here to SNHU?
Out of high school, like I didn't really know where I wanted to go. I originally thought that I was going to end up somewhere really far from home. I never thought that I'd end up half an hour from my house, but when I came to campus, it just felt like home, and Coach had that connection with me, and a couple of coaches who aren't here anymore really developed that relationship with me. And then when she brought me on campus and gave me that offer, I kind of knew that it felt like home, and this is where I was going to be.
Do you have any favorite games from being a part of the Penmen, whether it's freshman year to now?
So my freshman year, we made it to the NCAA tournament. So playing in that game was something that was kind of like an out-of-body experience. I've never been a part of something like that. Even though we lost in the first round, it was still an experience that I'll never forget. Also, Pink Day last year, we beat Southern Connecticut at home, which was a huge upset because we were kind of more bottom of the conference and they were at the top of the conference. So just the energy that the crowd brought, and our defense really won us that game. So the energy in the entire building was just electric, and I'll never forget how it felt to beat SoCo on that day.
And then you got another rematch here this weekend.
Yeah, we do.
So that's going to be Pink Day again.
Mm-hmm.
You must be very excited for that. Is there anything different that the team's done this year from last year, or is it kind of just the same in terms of preparation?
Pink Day this year is kind of been the same as we do every year. We get T-shirts for the fans. All our parents wear the shirts. We have a raffle basket outside where everybody puts tickets in, and the parents make up baskets, and we get a lot of donations from local businesses. So the community really supports us in that way and supports this day because we'll get the biggest fan turnout that we get all year.
What are the couple things you guys need to do well throughout the rest of the season to really make that final push?
Our defense has been what's kind of gotten us to this point. Being a cohesive unit is something that hasn't really been there in the past couple of years that I've been here. So being able to like work together so well and gel genuinely on the court is something that is going to get us to the end of the season. Being able to work together and like I always know where my teammates are. My teammates always know how to find me. It's kind of like we have that connection and that cohesiveness that, you know, maybe talent doesn't bring you all the way, but if you have those pieces that click together, that's how you win.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here alongside Kameron St. Pierre, she's had a really good year. I know you've had some games off the bench where you've come in and had a really big contribution for this Penman team. So you can talk about like your favorite parts of being with this team and also off the court in that aspect as well.
Yeah, of course. This year, where chemistry definitely has helped us on and off the court, we've been hanging out a lot more outside, which has helped us on the court super. Some of my favorite memories with the team are the bus rides, especially after a big win. We're like celebrating with music. Even when I come in for practice, the speaker's already on. We have a player of practice, and they get to choose the songs for the beginning of practice, and it's always hype. It's all good. Even when we're down in the game, the huddle is like really, really good. We all try to cheer each other up. If someone's not having their best game, another player steps up, which is really well. So yeah, I've been really loving the team this year, especially.
Is there any favorite road memories, anything specific, any funny stories that you want to talk about?
We played Franklin Pierce a few weeks ago, and that was actually my teammate Gordo's 1,000th point. So that was really big celebrating for her. I think she had over 20 that game, and she needed 19 to score her 1,000th. So after we like all sprayed her with water, we had signs for her, which was it's really like a good experience, like witnessing that as a teammate.
Do you have any favorite games on the court for the Penman?
Assumption was a good game for us. We had lost them about like a few weeks prior to that, and we had lost 20 plus. It was close to halftime, but then we had them home a few weeks ago, and our defense was just there. They could not score on us, and which was really, really good. It's always a competitive game against them, especially throughout the past years, and we ended up with a W, and that was a really, really good game for us.
Yeah, Assumption's a really good team, so that's a good point. And just like little things that you guys need to work on, or just your favorite things that you've gotten better at throughout this year.
Yeah, I mean, our defense, I'm sure some of my teammates have talked about like that too. It's definitely amped up this year, and not a lot of people know like that we can play defense because we have a kind of a younger class and team. But definitely our defense and our bond like on and off the court, as I was just talking about, like it really helps our chemistry on the court.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Finally, alongside Taylor Brennan now. She's been a point guard for this team. Didn't initially expect to be in that role, but you can talk about what happened, why you're in that role now.
So I didn't really start off as like coming in to like be the starting point guard. We had another girl who was supposed to come in and be like in that primary position that had experience. But last minute changes and I kind of just got to take that position, take that role. Even being a sophomore, like it was something big for me coming in, especially because I wasn't expecting it at all. But yeah, it was really important for me, and then my teammates just like pushed me to like be as best as I can. Obviously, being a younger person in that role, so yeah.
You're also top 10 in the NE10 in assists, and you're the youngest one by far who's in that stats for the top 10. So that's pretty cool. That shows that you've grown a lot in that role, and also like your teammates have done a good job of supporting you. Is there any breakout game that you remember this season where you're like, I wasn't so sure about it, but after this game, I felt confident that I have this and I can do this?
The one that I remember the most was my first 7 assist game. So that kind of just like my teammates were the ones who just kept asking for the ball, kept getting into the spots for me. I don't look to score as much. I'm a pass first player. I love passing. I love just like getting my teammates the ball, just moving around, and just having that type of game is just good for me. I've
seen you out there on the floor, though. You can also shoot the ball well, too. So that's an impressive part of your game. Versatile player, if you ask me. NE10, favorite opponents, anything about this conference that you're like, my gosh, this is really tough, but I enjoy it. Any notes on that?
I mean, the NE10 itself, it's a very competitive, like you can lose to one of the last team in the league. You can win the best team in the league. I just think this conference is just one of the best to be in, especially in Division II. And I don't really have a favorite opponent. Obviously, St. A's is always a top one because it is rival, but everyone's a fun team to play against.
Cool. So little things this weekend and throughout the rest of the season that you're really looking at improving individually as a team or looking forward to.
Just as far as like we're on a two game losing streak right now. So I know that we're trying to just build from that. And we have 2 big games coming up. We have Southern this Saturday, and then we also have Bentley in like a week, I believe.
Okay.
So I think that those could be 2 big wins for us, because I definitely think that like we could top them, and if we play our best.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please subscribe to the channel and like the video to help me expand my local sports coverage. Thank you.